She walks through the door and stops, not because something's wrong, because nothing has changed. The shoes are still there, right where she left them yesterday, one on its side, laces still tied, the other upright, like it's waiting for her to return. She meant to put them away this morning. She remembers thinking about it while brushing her teeth. But thinking about doing something and doing it are two different things. The papers on the table haven't moved. She can see them from here. Bills, probably. A magazine she subscribed to but never reads. A notebook she bought to get organized, still wrapped in plastic. The dishes in the sink are waiting. Like they've been waiting for days, because they have. A coffee mug from Tuesday morning, a plate from she's not sure when. The water in the sink has long dried, leaving faint rings around the edges. Nothing is broken, nothing is urgent, just unfinished. She tells herself she'll handle it later. Later always feels safer. Later doesn't require decisions. Later doesn't require energy she doesn't have. She sets her bag down without looking around. If she looks, she'll see. If she sees, she'll feel. And right now, feeling anything beyond tired seems like too much. The house is full of things, but it doesn't feel alive. It feels like a museum of intentions. Every corner holds something she meant to do. Laundry folded in her mind, but not in reality. She can picture exactly where it is, on the chair in her bedroom. Clean clothes she pulled from the dryer 3 days ago. She tells herself she'll fold them tonight. She told herself that last night too. Mail she knows she should open. Some of it might be important. Most of it is probably junk. But she won't know until she opens it. And opening it means dealing with it. And dealing with it means making choices. So the envelopes sit, piling up like small monuments to avoidance. Objects move just enough to make space, but never put away. A book migrated from the coffee table to the arm of the couch. A jacket draped over the back of a chair instead of hung in the closet. Keys on the counter instead of the hook by the door. Everything in transit. Nothing settled. She knows where everything is. She just doesn't know where to start. The mess doesn't shout, it doesn't demand. It just waits. Patient. Persistent. She pours herself a drink and leans against the counter. Water, not wine. She thought about wine. But wine would mean acknowledging she's trying to escape. Water feels neutral. Standing is easier. Sitting would mean staying. Staying would mean settling in. Settling in would mean noticing. And she's not ready to notice. She tells herself it's just exhaustion, that anyone would feel this way after a long day. And it was a long day. Waking up tired, sitting in traffic that didn't move, smiling at co-workers who asked, "How are you?" without waiting for an answer, eating lunch at her desk because taking a break felt like admitting defeat, responding to emails that could have waited, attending a meeting that could have been a message, coming home to this. But she knows it's not about being tired. It's about weight, not the weight of the tasks themselves. A dish takes 30 seconds to wash. Mail takes 2 minutes to sort. Shoes take 5 seconds to put away. But the weight of beginning, that's different. That's the weight of admitting she let it get this bad. The weight of facing what she's been avoiding, the weight of starting something she's not sure she can finish. She scrolls through her phone, not reading, not looking for anything, just filling the silence in the house, the silence in her head, photos of people doing things, living, laughing, going places. She double taps without really seeing. A notification pops up. Someone liked her post from last week. A photo of her coffee cup on a clean desk, taken at the perfect angle, captioned, "Morning Motivation." She almost laughs. That desk hasn't been cleaned since. The mess stays exactly where it is. She thinks about doing one thing, just one: wash the dishes, or fold the laundry, or open the mail, pick one, any one. But her mind races ahead. If she washes the dishes, she'll see the counter that needs wiping. If she wipes the counter, she'll notice the floor that needs sweeping. If she sweeps the floor, she'll see the trash that needs taking out. And if she does all that, she'll have to ask herself why she let it get this bad. Why she can't just do these things as they come. Why normal tasks feel like climbing mountains. So she doesn't start. Not starting feels like staying in control. It's a choice, she tells herself, not an inability, a choice. She moves a few things around, straightens a pillow that didn't need straightening, pushes in a chair no one will sit in, picks up the magazine, looks at the cover, sets it back down. From certain angles it looks better. If she stands here, the kitchen looks almost tidy. If she angles herself just right, the living room looks lived in rather than neglected. Enough to pretend. Enough to tell herself it's not that bad. Everyone lives like this sometimes, right? Everyone has weeks like this, months like this. The house doesn't feel like home anymore. It feels like a waiting room, where nothing begins, where nothing ends. Everything just pauses. She remembers when she first moved in, how excited she was. Her own space, her own rules. She'd imagined cooking elaborate meals, having people over, creating a space that felt like her. But somewhere between then and now, it became this, a place she exists in, not a place she lives. She'll handle it tomorrow. She always says that. Tomorrow has become her most consistent promise. Tomorrow she'll wake up early. Tomorrow she'll have energy. Tomorrow she'll feel different. Tomorrow has become a place she stores all her good intentions. A future version of herself who has it together, who doesn't feel this weight, who just does things without overthinking. But tomorrow always becomes today. And today always feels like this. As the light fades, the mess fades with it. Darkness is kind that way. It softens edges, hides details, makes everything look the same. Darkness hides what daylight exposes. She doesn't turn on the lights. Not yet. The dim is comfortable. The dim doesn't judge. She sits in the quiet, surrounded by things undone. The anxiety isn't sharp. It's not a panic. It's not a crisis. It's soft, constant, like a hum she's learned to live with. A background noise she doesn't notice until she's alone in the quiet. Then it's all she can hear. Not loud enough to scream about, not quiet enough to ignore. Just there, always, there. She wonders when her space started looking like her thoughts. Half finished, postponed, waiting. Was there a specific moment, or did it happen gradually? One unwashed dish becoming two, two becoming five, five becoming a sink full, one piece of mail becoming a pile, one "I'll do it later" becoming a habit becoming a pattern becoming who she is. She doesn't remember deciding to be this person, the person who lives like this, the person who can't seem to start. But here she is. She thinks about texting someone just to feel less alone. But what would she say? "Hey, sitting in the dark, surrounded by mess, I can't bring myself to clean." That's not a conversation. That's a cry for help. And she's not there yet. She's fine. Everyone feels like this sometimes, right? She refreshes her phone again. More photos of clean spaces, organized lives, people who seem to have it together. She wonders if they're pretending too, if their dishes are piled up just out of frame, if their laundry is unfolded on a chair somewhere, if they also promise themselves they'll handle it tomorrow. She hopes they are. It would make her feel less alone. The silence grows heavier. She should eat something, but eating means cooking, or at least assembling something. And that requires energy, decision-making energy she doesn't have. She'll eat later. There's that word again, later, her most reliable companion. She shifts her weight. Her back hurts from sitting hunched over a desk all day. Her neck is tense. Her shoulders carry tension she's stopped noticing. She should stretch, should move, should do something, but should is a heavy word, full of expectations she can't meet. She doesn't judge herself tonight. Not really. There's no point. Judgment requires energy too, and she's run out. She just sees it, the mess, the undone things, the waiting. She sees it for what it is, not a moral failing, not a sign of something wrong with her, just what it is, a reflection of where she is right now, in this moment, on this day, after this week, during this season of her life, and right now seeing is all she can manage. Not fixing, not changing, not judging, just seeing. And maybe that's enough for tonight. Maybe tomorrow will be different, or maybe it won't. But right now, in this moment, she allows herself to just be, in the mess, in the waiting, in the quiet. She sits, she breathes, she waits for tomorrow, for energy, for a version of herself that can start. And until then, she stays. In the pause, in the in-between, where nothing begins and nothing ends, where everything just is.